Ken initially didn't want to share a squad car with Michael Dowd. He'd been warned.
Don't work with that. He's going to get you in trouble. Don't do it. You give up the squad car if you have to. Go walk a foot post. Don't work with Dowd. He's going to end up getting you in trouble. And I felt I had never done anything corrupt before. I'm not going to do it. But once he was in the car with me, he talked night and day, 99% about money. The other 1% he was talking about women. All he discussed was money, 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 and it just drills into your head.
How much money were you making as a police officer in 1987?
It wasn't much. I remember paychecks maybe $600-700, and it was a biweekly paycheck.
Uh-huh. When was the first time that you took some money that wasn't yours?
The first time was he had been attempting to what he calls show me he was a good cop, but what I call turn me to be like him, which was a corrupt cop. So it was a call for a burglary, and there was a young teenage girl out front, and her front door was broken in, and she was afraid to go inside, rightfully so. So she called 911. We showed up. We went inside. We checked the house, make sure there was nobody inside, no perpetrators inside. And there wasn't. We came back outside and said, okay, it's safe. There's nobody inside. Call your mother. Get on the phone, call your mother. And while she's on the phone with her mother, Mike says, ask your mother if there were any valuables. That way we could tell if it was missing so they could take a report. So the mother tells her, yeah, we had money and valuables up in the master bedroom closet. So we go upstairs, and Mike opens the closet door, sticks his hand around up top, and goes, nope, there's nothing here. They must have got it. And I'm not thinking nothing of it at all because it wasn't the way I thought. And we drive maybe 3-4 blocks away, and he reaches into his pocket. He pulls out a $100 bill. He goes, here, this is for you. I'm like, well, what the hell is that? What's that for? He goes, you didn't even see, he was like proud. You didn't even see me take it, did you? So I take it, and my thought process was I could either not take it and be just as guilty because now I'm aware he took it. I could turn him in for $100, ruin his career, and cut my own throat in the department because no one's ever going to work with me or trust me again, or take it and go along with him. So I took the money, and it sat up on top of my locker for a long time, thinking like if I didn't spend it, I could go back to being a regular cop, but that didn't work out.
Did you spend it?
Eventually it's spent, yeah. Eventually it's spent.
You remember what you bought?
I have no idea. I bought bad karma with it.
By the time Ken was partners with Dowd, he was married to his wife Dory and living on Long Island in Suffolk County. But he grew up in Queens.
My parents, for the longest time, were pushing take a civil servant's job.
His dad worked construction and wanted his son to have more reliable work and steady pay.
There's a pension in 20 years. You get paid unlimited sick days.
Did you think that you deserved a little extra cash for what you were doing?
Did I think I deserved it? Absolutely not. It was pure greed. Once I got into it was pure greed. It's like almost like sharks in a feeding frenzy. You walk into a room with 10 kilos of cocaine and $300,000 in cash. You either turn it all in and the department gets to use it. It goes to the city coffers, or you're taking it for yourself. And Mike just rewired my brain. He taught me a completely different way to think about the job, to approach the job.
It's interesting because the way you tell the story, it's that you knew the entire time that Mike, your partner, was setting a trap for you, and you knew you were walking right into it.
I had no choice. I mean, I guess I did have a choice. I could have gave up the car like my buddies suggested and let him, do his thing with somebody else. He would have corrupted someone else. But I didn't think I would be able to be turned, I guess. And, from there you graduate to worse than worse crimes.
And that happened quickly. Within about 2 months of accepting that first $100 from his partner, Ken started taking big weekly payouts from a local drug dealer in exchange for any information about police drug investigations.
Here I am making a couple of hundred a week, and I got this guy offering us $8,000 a week.
And where would you put that cash?
into everything. It went into everything. It went to new cars, jewelry, furniture, appliances,
How would you carry it around?
to transport it home.
Yeah,
Thrown in a bag in the back seat of the car, and we drove home.
because you didn't deposit it into a bank.
No, it wasn't. The way I handled it was I took my NYPD paycheck, I put that in the bank. That paid all my bills. It paid my mortgage, paid my utilities, and anything outside of what's being documented by statements, like just food or furniture or anything like that, I would pay with the cash.